What do you understand about coaching? Coaching happens every day. You have opportunity to do coaching every day. Coaching yourself, coaching your team. So if you're a good manager, and if you have if you want to become a leader, obviously the management technique, the leadership technique that you will be applying will be engaging with a team from a coaching perspective, rather than telling the people what to do and how to do. Coaching is basically it happens in a regular interaction with your team. By doing certain techniques, you are allowing the team with more time and space and time to do their own and bring out their own hidden potential. How to improve individuals and teams' performance in a sustained manner. It's very important, because it is not about fixing the problem for the day, because here you become the bottleneck. The manager becomes a bottleneck. Manager is not a leader there, because manager always tries to control things. He wants to micromanage. He wants to tell the team what to do and how to do. They will not even tell you. The manager doesn't even tell the employees why you have to do. So the why to do part of it will be completely not discussed. So they run. Why this vision? Why this objective? Why we need to become a market leader? Why we need to become bring in profitable growth, not just growth. So I think we need to spend a lot of time. We need to spend a lot of time in the planning, in involving the team in the planning and strategy meetings. Then they become part of the whole process in the organization performance. I think that's very important. So how do you use the tools time and again appropriately in your day-to-day work, and day-to-day work and life in your job? So this, I think most of us must have seen it somewhere in the social network, but I am just putting it because manager is always a boss, manager versus a leader. So he always drives employee. He tells the employees. He holds the authority rather than delegation of authority, which I talked about. He is a control freak. He inspires fear. He tells people what to do, and I mean this is a win-lose kind of a situation. Says I, places blame for the breakdown. So people, if there is a failure, it is on the team. If it is a success, I brought the success. So that style should change, because a leader is one. And Abdul Kalam always said, if there is a failure, the leader should take the responsibility, because it's a collective failure. Leader has failed and the team has failed. If it is a success, if your team has delivered success, you should praise the team, not take credit for it. I think that's the difference. This is said by Dr. Abdul Kalam. I like it very much because I have not put that over here, but I thought I'll give that as an example. So when there is a breakdown, leader takes the responsibility. When there is a breakthrough, then the team, you should give the complete credit to the team. So that's the difference. On the contrary, from a manager to a leader, a boss to a leader, there are good managers. That's why I have not put manager word here. I have put only boss. There are good managers, but good managers can become a good leader over a period of time. A leader coaches employees. He doesn't tell, hey, go do this. Actually, the whole coaching technique empowers the team to go find solutions for themselves, for any problem, any kind of problem. They'll come only for situations to use the manager or the leader as a bouncing board or as a sounding board. So I think that is very important. Coaches employees, depends on goodwill, and he generates enthusiasm and motivation. It's always about we, not about I. It's a win-win kind of situation. If the team wins, I win. If the team loses, I lose. It is not other. There is no other in between stuff. So here that is very important. Fixes breakdown. He takes part of the whole process in fixing the breakdown. If there is a breakthrough, he provides all. He is all praised for the team in front of everyone, and he calls a town hall meeting, and then he announces there is a big deal that we have signed up with this customer, and the team is responsible for it, right? So I think you need to do more and more R&R. You need to do more and more town halls, more communication to the employees. shows how it is done. So he demonstrates so that team knows that how it is done, rather than telling them telling the team and then asking them to go do it. Develops people all the time, finds time to sit with team, understand their feedback, understand their sentiments, understand their aspiration in life, and then put a development roadmap. Gives credit. Always, I said, pat on the back if the team comes out with a breakthrough success. So it happens. He always asks questions, asks powerful questions, so that it opens up the team. Every time you ask a question, every time you ask why question, how question, the what question everybody knows, the problem they know, the symptoms they know, but the root cause of the problem nobody, it's very difficult for people to understand. So you have to ask why part of it. If you ask the why part of it, then you will get to the root cause of the problem. Then you do how part of it, how to find a solution. So it's about that. So you have to have that as a part of your natural leadership style. He always says let's go, rather than telling you to go and do the job. I think there are a lot of difference. I think this is, if you this comes as a trivial stuff, but it is a very serious stuff. It's a very serious stuff. All of us managers have to sit back and then think, hey, am I doing justice? Am I being autocratic? Am I being a boss kind of a person, too much control and authority? So I think how do you delegate those things to the team with the real empowerment and inspire the team, and together achieve the organization goals. I think that's where, so we'll see how are we going to develop those things in this particular learning program.